And welcome back to another episode of Not Just Pixels. I'm David Craig, joined by Alan Hachey. I know your last name now. Be excited.
Hello, yes, you can pronounce it correctly. I'm very proud of you.
I'm getting less afraid, which is always a good thing and an important thing. So we left off at a tense point in Miles Morales. So before we jump into the game, there were a couple things that I wanted to talk about that we didn't get to talk about really before. The first one is overall just the narrative that's happening, how they're handling this like gentrification narrative, which is really at the end of the day what this is. It's Roxxon coming into Harlem, and just I think they're doing it in a really interesting way, and also that going back to the idea that of why we're doing this, I think it is interesting how that hits you, because like in the last episode we got to like walk through Harlem, right? And it's really cool. I think there's that moment with the soldier where like we could have missed him, but there's that like off-putting element in Harlem, because you're walking through Harlem and there's all this life and vibrance, and you see this thing that's kind of off-putting, that these people are coming in and trying to take away their culture and take away what makes them special. And I think it's certainly not an original narrative, but I think that is a part of this narrative that they do handle in a good way. So that's a good element of this. Then we get to something that I don't necessarily know how you feel about at this moment, and we'll have to see how it continues on, but that is the reveal of Finn as the Tinkerer.
Right.
Before I say anything, I'm interested to see what you think in this current moment.
Right, and well, in regards to your first point, I would also agree with, I think they're handling that type of story very well with everything that we've seen, but I also think it's up to the task of the developers to tie in these themes with an overall narrative that is quintessentially Spider-Man. And I think the relatability of Miles as a character, and you can say it for Peter as well in the first game, it's definitely there, and it's definitely substantial. And usually when they're trying to balance these kind of things in terms of storytelling, it could definitely go one way or the other. But from what I have seen thus far, it definitely has been a nice balance. You know, where you have Miles' home life, to give a good example, where it is very relatable, but then that immediately ties into the overall theme of what this corporation is doing with really his home, and how Miles is kind of handling that. So I'm really interested to see how that progresses moving forward. And it also ties into his relationships with people, because now going into Finn, I'm not super interested in a reimagined Tinkerer. However, I'm okay with a reimagined Tinkerer, if that makes any sense. Like, I very much appreciate how the first game went with a lot of comic accuracy there, and for those of you who don't know, Tinkerer in the comics is typically like an old, begrudgingly person, and so that's the kind of character I think of when I think of Tinkerer. He's been in a couple games in the past that I've played, and he was always really cool to see. More obscure than some of Spider-Man's other rogues gallery there, but he's always nice to see. But now that we have this new interpretation, and I think ultimately it's okay, because this new interpretation is the interpretation for Miles, for his character, for this environment that he's in. And so going forward, I think I will be more open to it. It's just something I'm a little hesitant to at the moment. But then again, it may not even be the same. Like, it may not just be a rewrite of the character. It may just be a different character going by the Tinkerer moniker. So I don't know that yet. So, you know, I'm interested to see what they do with that.
Right. I would say overall, without any sort of spoilers yet, I would say that by the end of the game, I liked it. but I was very off-put by the reveal initially. Not even because it ended up being Finn, but just how quickly that happened. Like, as soon as you're introduced to Finn, almost the next thing that happened was you're introduced to the Tinkerer, and just like for me, like, it seemed almost obvious, and like you made a comment kind of last time, you're like, oh, I hope it's not her. Like, they played their cards, they set it up like it was gonna be a mystery, and then almost immediately it wasn't. And I think that was the part that I was just like, really? Like, this seemed really obvious, and if you had given me 2 seconds to breathe on the mystery, I would have been more Bodega Cat, ladies and gentlemen. Bodega Cat is why we do this.
First appearance of Bodega Cat in today's episode. I will agree, but also I will agree in the fact that I don't like it, but I think it makes sense if they wanted to reveal it early. They left a ton of hints very early on, like right when you're meeting her, and I knew deep down inside that she was going to be the Tinkerer, but at the same time I was hoping that she wouldn't be, because that would have been a good twist. They were very heavy-handed with their hints initially, right? Like every time Miles mentioned something about Roxanne, she would be very distant and you know, things like that. And so it was very obvious the way they were going to go, that she just doesn't like Roxanne that much, and then the Tinkerer was revealed against Roxanne, and that was just a very obvious setup. And as much as I don't like it, it makes sense for the fact that they wanted to reveal the Tinkerer early, right? So I see why they did it. I just don't agree that they did it.
Right. But I think for me, it was that juxtaposition of kind of what we were talking about. It's like, that was so heavy-handed, but then I think there's other elements that they are doing, like the world building they're doing, which comes down to the setting, like we were talking, like with the snow and like all of these things. Like, there's so many things they were doing well that just felt like something that was like, you missed the boat on the reveal here when you're doing some of these other things so well. I think was what was disappointing.
And I can agree with that. I can agree with that, and I think ultimately I'll end up in the same position by the end of this.
Yeah, because like by the end of it, I was cool with it. Especially, and we probably won't get to this, but especially because there's a cutscene after you get all of those time capsules. That's really good.
Right.
Which I don't think we'll end up doing, but we might talk about it. I forgot I was playing for a second. I was like, wait, this is me. I have to talk and play at the same time.
This is what Animal Crossing is. This is a new update. Also, I love this. I love that. I don't think the first game had it necessarily, but I always love Spider-Man and bridges.
Wait, webbing it. Okay. I kept holding it, and yeah. Guys, it's been a minute. I'm being dumb, okay? I'm being a big dumb face.
A week. It's been a week, and you forgot how to play.
Yeah, correct. Hey, look, clearly no one died here, okay? So we're fine. The bus got destroyed, but no one died. Yeah, bridges are always a good setting for Spider-Man.
Yes, those people are trapped, Miles. Congrats.
Yeah. Well, we needed to see for the blind. We needed that are playing this game. We needed to hear that what was happening.
Yeah, anyone that's blind, I hope you're aware. Those people were in fact trapped. And it's good that you have subtitles on for anyone who's deaf, because again, those people were trapped.
Yes. Well, to be fair, I think that's more of a viable option playing video games, being deaf than being blind. Oh.
One of my favorite things about Spider-Man 2, the original one, was the boat missions where you would have to, like, swing out into the ocean and like save people from like sinking ships.
Oh yeah.
That was always so fun.
Yeah. Side note, going back, like, just because it made me think, but there are actually some really cool like accessibility things that are coming out now that are actually really amazing. Especially, this is a point for Xbox, but especially with them, like they have a controller that's like totally you can make however you need for like people who have like lost fingers or limb. Like it's really, there are some really cool things coming out, and eventually we'll play Last of Us 2. And the list of accessibility options in that game is unreal.
What's going on?
Right.
Anyway, side note. No, don't shoot the cat. Don't shoot the cat. It's raising his hands.
I'm recording this.
Put that phone away now.
I'm recording this.
Phone away now. Get your hands off her. Leave now. This is your last warning.
I saved him.
You're Miles. You're Miles. You're Spider-Man. Just swing under the bridge. Leave.
Or
Where'd he go?
I like that Bodega Cat also goes invisible.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yep, invisible bodega cat. That's awesome.
Yeah. Has the cat grown on you? I know initially you were saying like, oh, I don't know that I would ever wear this
Oh
suit.
yeah, I mean I'm a cat lover. The cat has definitely grown on me.
It has a lot of personality.
Agreed. I would say the only thing about it is I wish there was a couple more variations in the animation,
Yeah.
but I really do like it.
I don't know.
Miles is distraught.
Again, not the kind of suit I would typically wear, but I do appreciate Bodega Cat for everything that it is.
Look, I want to root for the new Spider-Man, but his, what did you call it? Bioelectricity?
You want breakfast?
Well, that cost us Roxxon property, and it destroyed a bridge.
But this is
Roxxon
messed
had
up.
nearly dealt
That's
with
not
the
what happened.
underground when-
Finn's the Tinkerer. She stole the new form. No idea why. And it's my fault the bridge blew up.
No, it's not.
I'm headed to the campaign headquarters. You boys need anything while I'm out? I could pick up dulce de coco.
I thought you'd quit after last night.
Why would I quit? I said I'd fight for my home. I meant it.
You could have died.
Our family doesn't give up. You know that.
Because we shop at Walmart.
Mom,
Save money, live better.
dulce de coco would be great. If you don't mind.
Live happy, live healthy. I'm sure that's not, I don't think that's Walmart. That's some brands, but
No, it's a save money, live better. I think is theirs. But so this is the first.
I worked at Walmart. I should know that.
That's the first moment for me when I played through that I really felt something for Miles. That's the first moment where I was like, okay, I'm more into this version of Miles.
Always mean the other one.
Right. Yeah, and I'm
That's when I
glad they're
started
able to
buying
flesh
him.
him out more.
You're Spider-Man. You can fix this.
That's something I really liked about the film, is just how they created a bond with him and his father. And I know in this set of games, his father passed away, or, well, was killed. But I like that he has a bond with his mom, and that they're close. I just feel like that is a little very similar to, and it's not a bad thing necessarily, but it's very similar to, they're just using Photoshop to edit those suits. I see that. I like that. It's very similar to Peter and Aunt May. And it's not a horrible thing, it's just, I really felt like Miles and his father was a really interesting thing in the film.
Yeah.
So he's making a suit now. Okay. There we go.
I do like this suit. Like, just Into the Spider-Verse suit is so insanely good. But, like, I do think this one is good.
Yeah, this is the peak Miles suit, in regards to like comic accuracy and everything, because this is his suit. But I like that. I mean, honestly, I prefer Into the Spider-Verse suit more for a little bit of a younger Miles. But this Miles as a little bit of an older Miles, I like this suit more for him. It's a bit more of like an official kind of complete overall suit.
Yeah.
I do like. I mean, I'm a sucker for all suit making montages, so it has me.
Avert your eyes, Alan. Avert your eyes.
Either a bridge exploded or a bagel was fumigated.
For Pete.
Doesn't make any sense in context.
Oh,
Either way,
oh man. Don't worry. I already threw up in a can next to me.
Don't do that. It's okay. I figured out who's responsible.
I mean, honestly, that's the thing. It didn't even occur to me that was Peter when he popped up, because it's just so bad.
Otherwise, I'll see you when I get back in a few weeks, okay?
Yeah, okay. Thanks. And good luck learning some Karian.
Why are there 7 different words for bathroom?
So this is where I think we use the app. Oh, we can get some. There are some feast toys stolen, because I think we have to do. I think we have to do a couple side missions
Let's do it.
to
More
progress.
side missions.
We have to save the feast toys for Christmas.
Here's the feast volunteer that acts
Oh,
out.
too far. Too far.
Glad to see you, Spidey.
Too far. I want
Too
to go
far.
in the middle.
I heard you've been
So,
having some toy donations.
let me ask you this: because again, I'm not too aware. I don't really know much about the gameplay here, but
I don't know.
are the side missions better in this game than the first game, or is it still kind of the same run of the mill almost?
Sounds like you got yourself a post.
They're definitely similar. I would probably say that they're an improvement on the same kind of thing. That they're still
Okay.
pretty much the same, but they're slightly better
Use
versions.
the camera in your suit to grab license plate
Right.
numbers, and I'll run them against stolen car databases. Try it on that truck.
I'm really hoping in Spider-Man 2 they just up the side mission factor. There should be a lot of different things that the players can do, because one of the big things about Spider-Man 2 and Ultimate Spider-Man and actually Spider-Man Web of Shadows, all three of those, whenever you're swinging around the city, there is so much for you to do. In Spider-Man PS4, when you were done with the side missions, then really all you could really do is swing, and there's the occasional bad guy, and that's really boring to me, because that makes me not want to play after a certain amount of time. I love swinging around, but you can only do so much with that. Meanwhile, in like Spider-Man 2, there was always like a reoccurring set of side missions that I think I think it's lacking in these games. Like, there's not really a reoccurring set of things. I know I mentioned the sinking ship. The sinking ships were always a really cool side mission, and it was different.
Yeah, no, they were. They definitely were. I like the side missions here. I will say, I don't remember how long ago it was. I did play through one of the older ones, and there is a little bit of rose-colored glasses, I feel like, looking back. Because, like, especially in Spider-Man 2, like, the whole, like, oh, I lost my balloon thing, like, that
Okay.
does. After
Yeah,
the
so
10,000th time,
yeah,
that gets
let me
really
actually-
old.
Yeah, let me actually correct myself there. So, yes, I think actually what I'm looking for is, because I was talking highly of it and talking negatively of this, I think what I'm looking for is a mix of both, right? Because you have the side missions in this game, and these games, which are more like they have a couple more story elements, you know, with like NPCs that you have to go talk to and events that you have to go do. The original ones were more like just things throughout the city that you can do. So really, I would just say that they're like reoccurring events. I think to make the best one, you need like a mix of those. Where, yeah, you have these side missions, but then at the same time you have, like, hey, things that just pop up. Let me go take care of that while I'm swinging around. And have that not just be, hey, a group of enemies are here. You go beat them. Okay, hey, another group of enemies are here. Like, that is boring. But I think a mix of it where it's like, hey, you're swinging around, you beat up some enemies, you go do a side mission, and then you're swinging around again, and then, hey, oh no, my balloon. You know, like that just breaks up the repetition a lot for me, and I think for a lot of people, maybe not necessarily, maybe not bringing back the balloon mission specifically, but something like that is really just, it could happen anywhere at any moment. I think it would be really healthy for a sequel.
No, I can agree with that. Having a little more just like naturally occurring things.
Yeah.
No, I can.
Because I do think that these ones are much better in terms of, hey, there's actually like things to do with NPCs and all that kind of stuff, but they're gonna run out.
Oh, that's the same guy. That's my bad. I took a picture of him twice. I have to get closer.
Look, I know you have a thing for taking pictures of strangers, but we're trying to play a game here.
No, we can't talk about that.
You can't talk about that? Right, sorry. You're legally obligated to never discuss.
My lawyer said.
That just reminds me. That just reminds me of the Amazing Spider-Man Peter, where he's like taking pictures of Gwen Stacy creepily from like the roof.
Oh yeah. Did you ever play those games, the Amazing Spider-Man ones?
I have not. I have never played those. No. The first one interested me when it came out, but I had never played them, and then I realized how bad they are in retrospect.
Yeah. So the only thing I really liked about them was that Peter was voiced by the guy who voiced Donatello in the 2003 Ninja Turtles. And so I was just listening and I just heard Donatello and it made me happy.
Oh, that's right. I think
I don't remember his name. Sam something. I don't remember his name.
Yeah,
but he was voiced by Donatello and I was like, oh, I love this.
I love him. And I loved the TMNT, and originally I didn't put 2 and 2 together, and I just thought, man, that's a sucky Peter Parker, but now I can look at those games and be like, hey, that's Donatello. I kind of like it.
There's something worthwhile. Okay, do I...
Yeah, there's something there. I can salvage it a little bit.
Work on your smack talk. That wasn't stuff.
Yeah, no. That's the thing. I love that about this, right?
Oh, yeah. No, because he should be. He shouldn't have good...
Because, his back talk and his quips are awful. And that's how it should be, because Miles is kind of, like, he's way more awkward and new.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad they didn't just make everything he says comedy gold. Like, it is really awkward of him to say.
There's still something I have to... I have to open the crate. Duh. I didn't just have to stop the guys. Yeah, but he also has... I think he makes a joke about that. Like, there's at some point he makes a joke, and then it's like, I have to get better at that.
Yeah, I think actually we saw that in the first one. Oh, dang.
Big boy.
But yeah, I think in the first one, he was like, man, I need to get better, like, quips or something.
Yeah.
And then in contrast to that, I also loved how, going back to the first episode of this that we did, during that initial opening scene, you could hear Peter quipping in the background.
Yeah.
Like, flawlessly. It was perfect. And props to them for, like, the sound design on that, because, like, depending on where Peter was, like, the quips would, like, form around you. It was great.
Yeah, it was in stereo.
I need my quips in stereo. I need them.
And now, once again, for our blind viewers.
Found the toys. I'm sending you the location, but they're all safe and sound at the docks in Midtown.
Ah, I'm so glad to hear that. On my way over right now. Can't thank you enough, Spider-Man. You just saved the holidays for a lot of kids. I'll make sure these toys get back safely.
Glad I could help, Sam. You have yourself a happy holiday.
Doesn't get much better than thwarting a gang of toy thieves and saving the holidays for kids.
You said it.
Toy
And I
thieves.
couldn't have done it without you, bro.
You know,
That is what they are.
the
It
whole
is a
stealing
fair-
toys thing. Yeah, that you know what that reminds me of?
Hair shop in Midtown.
There's in the Ben 10 original series.
Still does.
There is an episode in the first season where Ben meets a character named Kevin, and Kevin's like a juvenile delinquent. Like he gets into a lot of trouble, and he's kind of steering Ben in the wrong direction, and he's like, "Hey, I know this warehouse is full of like video games. Do you want to come and maybe go steal some?" And Ben is like, "Oh yeah, let's do it." So they go to the warehouse, and then right when they open a crate full of these Sumo Slammer video games, like a SWAT team arrives. And it's like they have 4 helicopters and like tons of like SWAT vehicles ready just to stop people from stealing these video games. It's
That's
like, man,
impressive.
they really
Someone
need to
cares
protect
about
them.
Yeah. Okay. Come on. Oh, I missed.
Imagine having the balls of saying, "You won't stop us," and surrender while your friends are getting their teeth kicked in.
Yeah.
That's everybody.
Like, you are just so confident.
Time to head out.
It takes a lot.
Yeah.
So should I keep this suit on, or should we go back to Bodega Cat? I'm sure.
I was about to ask. I thought you were going to switch back immediately.
I let it go for a little bit, but I just don't think it's an acceptable playthrough.
I know some people really like the scarf one.
Yeah, I do
Like
too.
the
Scarf one's
wintry
great.
scarf one. I really like that one.
It's a good one.
Seeing her on the bridge?
Oh, here we
I
go.
don't know that person. I need to figure out why she's doing all this.
Alright, man. Do what you feel is right. Keep me posted.
Well, yeah, of course you don't know her. You also haven't seen her in, like, what?
Yeah.
Like 6 years or so? Or however long of a gap they mentioned.
I don't know. I don't think it was that long, but it's been a while.
Maybe not. Maybe it was like 3 years. They even mentioned, like, he doesn't really, like they fell off.
Mm-hmm. So he's trying to decide how to handle the situation. How would you handle this situation? Your best estranged friend. So imagine if I became I took over a city and I'm trying to like blow it up and you don't know why.
All right.
What would you do?
Well, first I'd ask you, why are you doing this? And if you gave me some like lame villain excuse, sorry, dude, but you know.
Well, that's all I do.
You're probably
is lame
gonna be
villain
like.
excuses.
You're probably gonna be like, waking up in a police station, like.
It's fair. Look at this guy.
Now,
what,
if you gave
what are you
me-
sweeping? I'm so sorry. What are you sweeping?
He's sweeping the snow.
Good.
But if you gave me like a viable excuse, like, hey, I'm doing this to feed my like daughter or something,
Yeah.
I'd
If I
probably be like,
Jean
you know
Valjean, I stole a loaf of bread. You know.
yeah, I'd probably be like, you know what, you have this one.
That's fair. His rants are so good. JJ.
They are, yeah. I love JJ. I can't wait to see more of him in the MCU. I just love J.K. Simmons.
I know.
And I know we're not really that's not the subject at hand here, but man, WandaVision.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it for people. I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, I'm not going to mention spoilers, but it's opening the door for things, and I'm very happy about that.
Oh, I know. It's very exciting. Okay.
What, you don't want to spoil that J.K. Simmons shows up in his every character? He is Scarlet Witch.
The whole time. There it is. He took off Bodega Cat's head.
Hello?
You know, that actually, me saying J.K. Simmons is every character, that reminded me. Did you see the extended version of Spider-Man 2 when he wears
Spider-Man
the suit?
2.1? Of course. Who do you think I am?
Yeah, that's... I was merely asking for the audience, David.
Okay.
It's called exposition.
Took night classes so he could keep running the shop.
Yeah, that one's a great addition.
Look at that PC.
That's an old computer tower. Man.
I love it.
I had one of those when I was like 8.
Roxxon ID for Ella Sterling. But the photo is of Finn.
Ooh. What's she doing?
Ooh. Mystery. Intrigue. Deception.
Bodega Cat does not approve of what's going on here with all these shenanigans.
Yeah, where's Spider Cat's like ID? It needs a little ID.
Oh wait. I wanted to flip that around. That's my bad.
GCSF. Used for treating bone marrow decay. Whose was this?
Bone marrow decay. Okay, so is she gonna have some kind of disease that she's been... I don't know. I see that going towards the sympathetic villain kind of thing.
Okay.
And she's being forced to, like, work for Roxxon to, like, cure this thing.
We'll see. Well, to be clear, she's not Roxxon. She's trying to stop.
No, she's against Roxxon.
Yeah.
Or yeah, no, I meant she's working for like someone as the Tinkerer to like get cured. Or like to get money for a cure or something.
Well, here's
potentially
a video file
plot from Spider-Man 3.
Yeah. Maybe there's a video file that'll explain everything that we needed to know.
More exposition! Just what we needed.
Remember him?
Oh, it's to save him.
Krieger. Still want him in his new form. We need to do this tonight.
Remember, he got hired by Roxxon.
Yeah.
Sure, we're ready.
We have to be.
Half his team is sick, so there's like a disease spreading?
Out of schedule.
Poisoning the city to make a buck.
They keep cutting corners. Ignoring safety reports. I can't let them pervert my work like this, Finn.
Okay. First we flush the core, then we wipe all data. You're sure they can't just make more of this stuff?
No, as long as we take out the backup supply in Jersey too. But without me, they'll have no idea how new form works. Project will be DOA.
I'll record us. Things go wrong, video uploads straight to the Bugle.
Perfect. You ready to save New York?
Ready.
Okay, they're gonna dump the tea in the harbor. Makes sense.
Yeah, very American.
Very American. The most American thing.
Damn it. No uploads. Phone must have been damaged.
So something happened and the video didn't upload?
But tonight
Yeah.
will be for nothing.
Correct.
Interesting.
I promise, Rick.
They were trying to shut the new form project down. But something went wrong. Last known location of her phone. If I can track it. Come on. Be invisible.
Nope.
Nah, they gotcha.
Come on.
He's here! Don't let him leave!
Good try, but no cigar.
Straight up vanishing to freak these guys out.
Oh, no. Not today, Satan. I like that everyone's like, he's not the real Spider-Man. Like, who are you? Where are your spider superpowers that gives you authority to say he's not the real Spider-Man? What can you do that's special, huh?
It's like really... you're really choosing your battles here. Like, if that's the one thing you can say, you're not the real Spider-Man as you get, like, beat to near
pummeled and
death.
destroyed, yeah.
I'm glad those were your last words.
If I can find Finn's phone, maybe I can understand what happened to Rick. Why she became.
See, now I want Spider-Cat to just go on the keyboard and start dancing. And typing a ton of stuff.
Someone's watching.
Yeah. I love this environment. Look at, like, it looks so nice.
Oh, I know, it's great. And this is just the PS4
I love
version.
this type of snowy weather. Yeah, I love this type of snowy weather where, like, the sky is cloudy.
Mm-hmm.
And there's, like, a slight fog. It's beautiful. It's my favorite kind of weather ever.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. And it looks like new form was making him sick.
Simon Krieger's been telling everyone how safe it is.
He's lying. Finn and her brother tried to shut down the prototype reactor, prevent further development.
What happened?
Don't know. Yet. Finn recorded the whole thing on her phone, but then she lost it inside the lab. I'm on my way to get it.
Listen, I'm right here. Call if you need me.
Will do.
Yeah, so it was making him sick, and something happened. But yeah, clearly they've been lying this whole time, and this again. Who would think that the big tech guy would lie to you, like ever?
Right, of course. And see, that's just subverting expectations because the big tech guy is actually the good guy in all of this, and it's gonna be a big reveal. And then Luke Skywalker's gonna die.
Why can't I stick? There we go. Jeez. It was not doing what I wanted it to. Oh, I just can't stick on that. Okay, that's why. Oh, okay, it's down there.
Are you really Spider-Man if you can't stick on that, though?
Probably not. Oh. I am off my game today, let me tell you.
It's okay. I think there'll be a clear difference when I start playing the games. No, I'm kidding.
I hate you. Oh, this isn't when I punch, this is when I
juggling
grab.
Talking and video games at the same time is
not
all
easy.
it's cracked up to be.
No, it's not. It's definitely harder.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Again, I was being a silly goose trying to go in before I was allowed. Do.
Breaking into a lab full of armed guards. Christmas break sure is different this year. I should be at home, taking naps, playing a ton of video games, and eating like 100 Christmas cookies.
Yeah, that's what the holidays are about.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Hey, should I go through door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3?
Door number 3.
Door number 3. Did I win a car?
Survey says number 3.
Survey says I just looped back through.
Survey says, damn it, there goes my life savings.
Listen to his little pitter patter. I love the echo.
Far below ground level.
Yeah, the echo of the cat.
See,
It's
okay, so
wonderful.
I obviously love this pose, but I never, even in the first game, I never did this except for in these story moments. Can you even do it in non-story moments?
I don't think so. I don't think you can.
Yeah. It's like, it's such a cool thing. You should like be able to do.
Hey, kid.
What's so funny?
Damn, Miles. You're a skinny-ass kid. You hit hard.
Uncle Aaron? You're the proud
So this
There
is
he is.
different.
My dad had a foul on you.
I know. And I bet you got a lot
There
of
he
questions right now.
is.
But we need to get out of here. You picked the wrong place to break into.
I'm not leaving till I find what I came for.
Listen, I did some work for Roxxon a while back. You don't want to mess with these guys. If we get caught in here,
Then help me.
stubborn as your
Yeah, again, I'm very glad they had that open, like, hey, I know who you are, like, right away.
know what's coming.
Yeah, this is something, and because they did that earlier on, I buy this. That because he knew immediately, I buy that Aaron is then immediately going to him and being like, hey, I'm the Prowler.
Right.
See that vent with the laser shielding?
And being as, like, a,
I've worked with systems like
maybe not necessarily a tutor, but, like, someone there to, like, hey, I kind of know this business. It's not safe. Let me look out for you, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a very different take than Into the Spider-Verse, which, again, like I said last time, like I think overall I like the semi-horror, like kind of suspense feeling of what they did, but
Right.
at least this is consistent with itself, which I appreciate, and I do think it's interesting.
Yeah. And if he, and I mean, spoilers for a several-year-old movie, but if he didn't die in that film, I feel like what we're seeing now is the dichotomy that they would have.
So that's what because this is the only thing I really didn't use last time, were these the like remote mines, is that what they're called? Yeah. So they're really, this is where they're mainly useful. You shoot them on like an electric panel, then they come and check it out, and then you can zappy zap them.
Zappy zapper.
We've got an intruder.
So they're good in this scenario, but like in just like a fist fight, they're not great.
Uh-huh.
Too far away.
It looks so peaceful.
should be a vent in that room. Leads to a lab, then the reactor.
Like a new form reactor?
It's what these schematics say. Yeah.
The echo of the cat is just so good.
It's so funny. What good sound design. They're consistent.
Well, I had heard that one
Yeah.
canister of new
I love that they don't hear the cat in the rafters.
Yeah, yeah. They have custom cutscenes where, like, they do hear the cat, and they're like, what the heck?
I just want to make it clear that without that canister, it will be impossible to hit the deadline.
I'm doing everything in my considerable power to find that canister. However, right now, it would help me for you to go back to your lab and do your damn job.
He is doing his job, though. What he, like, did you not hear what he just said? He can't until he gets the canister that you need to get. I hate villains like that, but man, like that, you know.
But it's not uncommon, unfortunately.
It's not uncommon. Yeah, it's not this game that's doing it. It's like
It's
just
a trope.
general villain thing. Yeah, it's a trope of villains.
Which is stupid. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yell
I
at your
totally
top
agree.
scientist for doing his job.
You're close to the reactor prototype. Need to take these guys out.
Yeah, come check it out. And we're gonna blow you up.
The beat mixed with the cat echo was so good.
Yeah, go check it out. Go see what it is. Go see what it is. It's a bomb.
Yeah, I would do this kind of stuff all the time in the first game, where I would love playing the stealth sections.
Mm-hmm.
I just love stealthy Spider-Man, and again, it's something. It's like a box I didn't know that needed to be ticked until I played Shattered Dimensions, where I was only looking forward to the North sections because they were so different and unique.
Yeah, and I would say in this game, the one thing that is like an improvement over the last one is the stealth, because these remote mines and then also him being able to be invisible really do change the stealth sections. Most of the rest of the gameplay is pretty much the same, but the stealth gameplay is the place where it's like, oh, I do approach stealth missions differently than I did in the first one.
Thanks.
And I think overall it's an improvement.
And the only thing I would say... Yeah, the only thing I would say, and I didn't mention it yet, is... you know, one of the reasons why I like it is because I also love all the Batman games. And I think... I mean, if they want to just steal a little bit from the Arkham series, like, have floor vents that you can crawl through to, like, do cool takedowns and whatnot, you know? Because really, you're always up above, like on rafters or beams, but, like, if you could go through more vent systems and, like, come out, you know, in certain areas, I think that would be really cool. Because you could do that from the air and, like, from up above on the ceiling, but if you could, like, go underground... in those kind of vents, and then pop out from like the floor, it would just add like a new dynamic to stealth.
Those guys too.
Remember what I said. Don't get caught.
You're done.
There was actually there was a game in there was a level in Spider-Man 1 where you had to... You may remember this. You had to... The original Spider-Man 1 game.
Oh, the PS1. Yeah.
You had to... Well, I had it for Xbox, but yeah.
Right, but that...
It was probably the same one. I'm not sure if the versions matter in that, because I know Spider-Man 2, that version is dependent. But there was a mission in the first game where... you had to sneak into the Oscorp lab and like power on certain reactors and like find DNA samples, right? And they were hidden throughout the level, and you had to like sneak around. If you at any point were detected, like very overpowered robots would like be activated and alerted to your position, and it would just be game over.
I thought that was the movie one, Spider-Man 1.
Yeah,
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the first game, Spider-Man 1.
Oh, sorry, I got confused. I thought you were saying like the one before, like the one that I think it was N64 and PS1.
Oh no!
I thought you were saying that. I thought you were saying that. That's why I got confused. Yeah, I'm tracking.
Right. Yeah, I haven't played that one. But yeah, the movie tie-in one. There was the lab section, and you would have to.
Oh, that level was so hard.
It. And as a kid, I could not figure out how to do it, but I loved playing it, right? Because it was a little form of like torture. Yeah, it was different, and it was like torture because I would get to that level and I'd be like, I know I'm not gonna finish it, but let me sneak around and see what I can do. And I eventually did finish it at one point. Much later, like I played it like recently in the last couple of years, and I was able to beat it. But like as a kid, they expect you to do so much. Because you got scientists walking around, and if you alert any of them, then they're just gonna be like, okay, kill this dude, and then you're dead.
Yeah, send in the overpowered
robots. I would love
robots.
missions like that. Yeah.
Oh, my cat's here. I think she wants to lay on my lap. She's just staring at me.
Thanks. Gotta disable that fan somehow.
Actually, I think the mission right after that one in the original game was, you would go into this room, and it had a giant robot, and if you like weren't in cover, then the giant robot would just like kill you almost instantly. Alongside that, you had to fight enemies. So like you would fight enemies, and then if you were out in the open, then this giant robot would shoot a giant beam at you, and then you would just be toast.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Please don't explode.
He just explodes the only piece of evidence.
Okay.
That doesn't look like a phone that has like the glass back that you can charge.
Yeah.
I don't buy this logic. The game's broken.
You start to override here. I confirm it there. Step 1 in wiping new form from existence.
Any regret? Destroying the thing you made?
You've seen me lately, right? Let's make the world safer.
Ready?
Ready.
Triggering override in 3, 2.
Man.
That wasn't me.
Industrial sabotage, Rick? Really? No one's gonna care about a few sick people uptown or a dead engineer. You're just the cost of doing business.
No! No, no, no!
I can stop it! I can stop this!
No! No! Rick! Rick, no!
No! Man! No!
Someone else is in there. Find out.
Rick was trying to save people. And Krieger killed him. I have to finish what they started. Uncle Aaron.
But how?
Block the reactor shooting from where you are.
But how?
You got your phone. Now let's leave.
That reactor killed my friend. It needs to be shut down. Permanently. I need your help, Uncle. Please.
That reactor killed my friend. That's a weird phrase.
I need your help, Unk. Who calls their uncle Unk?
Honestly, Miles should just not exist anymore after that. Anyone who calls them Unk should not exist.
He's all sparky now. And how is this not
Yeah,
killing this
Sparky.
poor cat?
Yeah, that cat should be like fried to a crisp right now.
Kentucky Fried Kitty.
I'm loving it.
No, I promised my friend Ray that I wouldn't let anything happen to the cat. So
You better not.
she was my stage wifey, so I have to.
Oh man, he is just being like overloaded right now.
But at least the reactor's disabled.
You're almost out.
I really needed that phone. Now what am I gonna do?
Come on, kid. I can't get to you before Roxxon does.
He's just showing off.
Yeah.
Why? What do they want?
Study you, interrogate you. Don't know, don't care. Just don't let
Oh gosh. Oh, this was in the first game, right? The whole like that red energy like keeps you from doing stuff.
Yeah. I believe so.
Yeah.
Mom, I just got booted from the system. Give me a minute. I'll get you out of there.
Got it.
Oh.
Let's go.
Did it.
More of them show up.
Whoa. That was super cool cloaking tech. How does it work?
You take the left. I'll take the right.
We'll do it together as a family.
Yeah. And see, this is also something I hope that is in
Oh gosh.
the sequel in some capacity, is a form of multiplayer with Peter and Miles.
That would be so cool.
That would be really cool.
Oh.
It's basically the
no,
Arkham thing where you can tag in and out. You let Spider-Cat die.
No, Spider-Cat's fine. Miles died.
Spider-Cat just ran away. Miles died.
I'm imagining that the Prowler decided to take care of Spider-Cat. I think it's fine.
He has the backpack now.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we can take these guys.
Oh, I ain't worried about that. I'm worried about after we get out of here. We'll go on so we can short this now. Neutralizing Spider-Man.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I hate this stuff. I forget to heal until it's too late, you know?
Yeah, the first game really trained me to not do that, because, like, honestly, I over-healed in the first game.
Yeah.
I would just spam it whenever I got even a little bit amount of damage.
I do like that mechanic. I like the health mechanic in this game. I think it's a lot of fun.
It's something that Spider-Man games haven't done before, which is cool. Like, there's not... I know a lot of other games have had, like, just health ups.
Yeah.
But this one's more of, like, a built-in energy, almost.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
It's different. I don't hate it.
Smoke screen. Oh.
You need to lay low. Don't trust anybody, and don't take off that mask. Wait till Roxxon finds a better target.
I can't lay low. I still need to find Finn.
Your friend's the Tinkerer. No wonder you care so much about this.
It's not just that. Protecting New York is my job.
Use Finn. Tell her you want to join the underground.
You just told me don't take off the mask.
Don't tell her you're Spider-Man. Go to her as a friend.
No, she's too smart for that.
Or both. Or both. You know, both is good. Hey, I'm Spider-Man. I can help you.
Like you're being stupid now.
I do like the mentorship.
I really
though.
like that Prowler costume.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I like the mentorship too.
It's this kind of like twisted, like he is looking out for him, but like he's a mentor that you shouldn't necessarily trust, which is not something you always see. Like you don't necessarily know who this game does well, and you I think you said it in the last playthrough, like when Roxxon and the Underground are fighting, you're like, I don't know who the bad guy is, and that's kind of true here. You're like, I don't know that Prowler is like bad in this one. Like I don't know like who to trust here, or good. I don't know who to trust here.
Yeah, and ultimately I think a lot of why he's doing a good thing right now is because Miles is his nephew, but maybe there's something in the future that puts them at odds, you know?
Maybe so.
I've been running some numbers, and I know you said no to ads before, but maybe we could reconsider.
No.
Right. No.
He wants to put ads in their app.
So did you find Finn's phone?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, here's a word from our sponsors.
Here's a word from our sponsor. Walmart. Have it your way.
Look, we don't have any sponsors.
Man, I gotta start taking notes on all your new
What's I was gonna say, what is Subway's? What's the plan now? Is that Have It Your Way? No, that's Burger King, right? Subway's should be Have It Your
Eat
Way.
Fresh. It's Subway Eat Fresh.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, Eat Fresh. We're going
no,
to
that's
represent...
McDonald's. That's
I know. I'm mixing them.
Now I have 50 different brands going through my head.
I know. It's great.
They're all converging into one.
And we want each and every one of them to sponsor this show.
Yes.
Look, we will take sponsorship from pretty much anyone. We will take anyone's money. We don't care.
We'll take like a Wheat Thins sponsor, okay?
Look, I mean, hey, real talk. I was gonna say I don't hate Wheat Thins.
No, I love Wheat Thins. They're one of my favorite snacks. I haven't had them in a long time though, but even as a kid, I love them.
Here's the other podcast.
Yeah.
Spider-Man stan. So now he's demanding I debate him. Jameson is a trained debater, and he's an accomplished journalist. So even if I'm right, that doesn't mean I can win. Sometimes it's not about the truth, it's about being the one who talks the most, or the loudest. But look, this debate is going to happen. I couldn't live with myself if I didn't try, and hey, maybe we'll all learn something. Next week, I'll post an edited version of the debate with Triple J, with the full transcript on my blog. But until then, remember to invest in blue light filters if screens give you headaches. Bye!
I did that. My glasses, I got the blue light. When I just got
I've been seeing so much blue light stuff, like in the past, year. It's I don't know. This kind of it's propaganda, I tell you.
Well, it's something I never noticed until quarantine. That I was just doing so much. Oh, we should listen to this.
Yeah. Why would you say that?
Oh, I saw the news about your mom's rally.
We're fine. Do you have time to get coffee, maybe?
I can make time. There's a place on Edison, near Fisk Tower. They don't do foam art, but people don't take pictures of their lattes, so worth it.
Okay, meet you there.
I was gonna say I got the blue light during quarantine because I was just everything I was doing was online. So and that's the first time I ever started noticing like, oh, I'm getting headaches when I look at screens, and it's one of those things I can't say whether it's a placebo thing, like where it's just like I think it's happening, so therefore it's better, because it absolutely could be. I don't know enough about the actual science to know if there's any legitimacy to it, but it was like it was like close to free for them to add it on with my insurance. I was like, why not? Like, I think I had to pay like 20 more bucks, so I was like, it's fine, like tack it on. And it's I don't get headaches now, I will say. Again, it could be a placebo thing, but it does seem to help on some level.
Yeah, I've never gotten headaches. I'm looking at 3 different screens right now. I've just never gotten headaches from it.
I never did until quarantine. That's when it literally was like I am spending 14 hours a day on a screen. That's the first time I noticed it.
Maybe when I get like, I don't know, 40 or something, I'll start having headaches, and then I'll be like,
maybe.
Oh man.
Well, you know that's where
those
I'm
blue
at,
light
so.
filters those blue light filters, I should have got them all those years ago. You know,
how do you think this conversation's going to go?
I couldn't tell if that was a meow or the door squeaking.
I needed a break.
From what? Oh, just stuff.
So, I went to your folks' old shop. Thought you might
I went to your folks' old shop. Oh, I'm Spider-Man, by the way. Hey.
Been some kind of fight just before I got there. I went inside, looked around.
Oh, he's already learning the art of lying.
Found out about Rick. I'm so sorry.
What else did you find out?
Here we go.
But you gotta talk to me.
I'm really sorry your mom got hurt at her rally. If that new Spider-Man hadn't shown up, everyone would have been fine. Please don't try to talk me out of this. I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Good. So, that's my big secret. That's why I've been so busy. What's your excuse?
I'm Spider-Man.
Well, school, volunteering at Feast.
Webs coming out of my hands.
You're always busy with stuff like that. What's the real reason?
The real reason is I've been taking on a lot more responsibilities than I can handle lately.
He can't say it because Unc told him to not.
My Unc Ben once told me, with great responsibilities, you have to take them on all at once.
Crew? Team?
I don't know.
You know, Rick was...
I know this is an emotional scene, but now all I'm thinking of is the first Spider-Man film when he's like holding his Uncle Ben, and he's just like, Unc Ben! Unc Ben!
No worries. Your secret is safe.
I'm here, Unc Ben!
Oh, it'd be amazing.
Let's go.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, let's go, okay. Ominous. Ominous music.
You'll be fine. I'll be watching. You'll need to prove yourself to the underground. I'll show you how when we get to Fisk Tower.
You're set up in the Kingpin's office space?
After he went to prison, the Fed seized his property. They haven't gotten around to selling it, so we moved in.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
I do like that they're continuing that thread. You know, that it's a throwback to the first one. It's world building.
I love that.
Weapons.
Programmable matter.
Right. The underground tried to rob my granddad's shop and saw what I was working on. We made a deal.
I know you're after Krieger, but what do they get out of it? Besides guns?
Notoriety. They want to be so well known, they can get away with anything.
And you're good with that?
I can't take on Roxxon alone. Come on. You need to jump from the crane to the balcony. Show them you're fearless.
They're watching?
Through the windows. You have to do this.
Oh, it's creaky.
You'll be fine.
Gotta do this without giving away I'm Spider-Man.
He has to make it look good. Whoa.
You just fall off.
Scary.
It'd be very dramatic. Fall off, pull yourself up, winner heart.
This is some good acting, Miles. He's watching a step.
Yeah.
That's a high jump to expect someone to make. Like, for a non-powered person, I'm pretty sure you would break your ankle.
Oh, absolutely.
Gotcha.
Absolutely. There's no way you can get out of that without being, like, injured in some capacity.
I do like them together, though. I mean, I know not like...
How she made that out, I don't know. But yeah, I like them together.
Yeah?
Here it is, where the plan comes together.
So, your plan. How does Newform fit in? Krieger's saying you stole a
I
shipment.
stole one canister. I'm making some adjustments. Don't worry about it. Take today to settle in.
Right.
That's so many screens. Who needs the screens up here? How is that useful?
Man, I'm glad they have blue light filters. Get yours today.
Long as the new weapons keep coming, the underground stay loyal.
This whole game is just a giant ad for blue light filters.
Could be.
Spider-Man, right?
This week's most unwelcome surprise.
I want a sword like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I have to explain it to him. Miles,
I just like swords. I just like them.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh.
Now's my chance. I gotta figure out where she's keeping the new form. Might be able to find some clues in here.
I like how chill everyone is with him just wandering around. I mean, I guess they saw him come in with Finn, but...
Bridge attack's getting the underground a lot of press.
Yeah. Nice projector. Interesting.
Lugging it around. Maybe they brought it here.
That just makes me want like a home movie projector. I want it so badly.
It's really nice. My aunt has an in-home theater that's really nice. I'll go over there and watch movies. It's really nice.
Uh-huh.
From Martin Lee's gang?
Yeah, trophies. Gotta establish dominance if we're gonna replace Fisk and run New York.
These guys are well trained if they took down the demons.
Also a nice world tying in to the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just standing there. I didn't even notice you.
A little mask and stuff all around the table. It's really cool.
Here is money, and a lot of it.
A lot of cash.
Even more downstairs. Old man's basically funding us, whether he likes it or not.
More downstairs. Sounds promising.
Does sound promising.
Once Tinker gets the new
Seen these before. This a supply crate?
Yeah, some asshole's been raiding them. They booby trap him or something.
Me, I'm the asshole.
Yeah, whoever's doing that, man, they suck. Wink. Looks at camera. Jim face.
What else do I need? Oh, yeah.
Ooh, Fisk would not like this.
I had secrets and trapdoors all over this place. We cracked them all. We own Fisk Tower now.
Secret rooms. Good place to hide a deadly fuel source. Might be using Fisk's secret rooms on the ground level.
Break time's over, kids. Group 2, head downstairs for training.
Sounds like where I need to go.
Jesus, a hack.
They're just leaping away.
Don't mind me.
Don't mind me. Leaps.
Update Genki.
I like the emoji. I like redesigned emojis.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that in the first. They had a lot of Spider-Man emojis in the first one. Yeah. Oh yeah. Also,
My mom.
I love this.
Yeah.
The whole like caved-in
Right now?
Fisk Tower.
Really?
Yeah, because a lot of this damage happened in the fight that you were in that opened the game.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you tell her?
It was just really cool.
Thanks. You can head out that way. See you back here soon?
Definitely.
Winky face.
Boing. Just face plants. Game over.
This sounds like a job for Spider-Man.
This sounds like a job for someone with radioactive spider powers. Hey, Peter. I got a job for you.
Let's see if they keep their secrets downstairs.